the fertility of motherhood, of consecrated life. Generating life in mercy, tenderness, kindness for Jesus Christ. He explained that just as Mary could not be understood without recognizing her role as Jesus' mother, the church cannot be understood without recognizing its role as being the mother of all believers. And then came golden words that the Holy Father said to all consecrated women. He said, and you are an icon of Mary and the church. There's an icon bookshop going downstairs. Icons being prayerfully inspired on the wood. But you are a living icon of Mary and the church to all the living souls that you taught in your mercy, your kindness, your tenderness in Jesus Christ. Sister Frances, Sister Rosanna, Sister Olga, and all of the special consecrated women in this holy chapel and monastery, all of you are icons of Mary and His church and the church. Your choice to grow in community life, to grow in love and dedication to Christ, and in service of others is aided by poverty, chastity, and obedience. And Pope Francis reminds us that embracing these vows means overcoming temptations of selfishness and instead relying on God's providence, which you have done so beautifully in these past 50 years. Relying on God's providence. And Pope Francis also praised religious sisters for their focus on the meaning and exercise of authority within your communities. He said that we must never forget that true power at any level is service, which reached its highest point on the cross. And I think that observation is particularly true of our three Jubilarians, all of whose lives have reflected a dominant desire to serve the faithful and the church humbly and without self-exaltation. Each of you, your respective ministries, observe the needs of those whom you were called to serve. You came to understand what others needed, and then you prepare yourself well with the skills and knowledge needed for your ministry, and then left the rest up to God. Your utter reliance on the providence of God, you went and told others about Jesus Christ and His teachings. And your strong faith is what guided you and directed you in how you were to serve and empowered you to fulfill your ministry in a fruitful manner that was probably well beyond your own expectations of yourself. Thank you. Thank you for your generous yes in response to God's invitation to serve. Your proclamation and witness of the gospel were fulfilled in union with the mission of the church and in its name. My heartfelt gratitude to all of you who are participating in this happy occasion, the 50th Jubilee of consecrated life of Sister Frances, Sister Rosanna, and Sister Olga Marie. The special guests and friends present today, you've given great honor to our Jubilarians with your prayerful and joyful presence in this participation. Thank you especially to our concelebrants, Bishop Paul Komnitsky, the Eparch of the Stanford Eparchy, Father Philip Sandrick, the Provincial for the Order, the Fathers, the Priests of the Order of St. Peter of the Grave, Father Peter Shishka of New York, who's here with us today, and our religious representatives are from Pittsburgh here, sitting among the faithful. And among them also our chaplain, brothers and sisters, very Reverend Archpriest Daniel Troy. Thank you to all those who have led the responses in lifting our prayers to heaven.